MTD CNC, bringing you the latest engineering news, reviews, events and special offers via video media.
Okay, we're going to do what we call a showroom snapshot. We're here at Hurco. If you haven't got the time to watch our longer reviews on machines, we'll give you a quick overview of everything they've got here. We start with the VM10 UI. This is one of their smallest 5-axis machining centres. It's a high-speed trunnion table machining centre for full 5-axis simultaneous machining. You can see there it's doing a nice little machining of two smaller brass components, I believe, there. So that's the first machine. We then move on to what is the TMM8i. This is an 8-inch chuck turning centre. It comes with a 12-station turret, and you can see that this machine is actually a 2-axis machine, or in fact, no, it's not, it's a driven tool machine. So this is a 3-axis machine that will have a C-axis as well. Entry level, 8-inch chuck, turning centre, again with the popular WinMax control. Moving on now to a small machining centre. If you haven't got much room in your production facility, then the VM10i is a very compact machine. Very small in terms of the height, the width and the depth. It is their entry-level machining centre. As standard, I believe it's either a 10 or a 12,000 RPM spindle, and I think it's a 20-station tool changer. If I check the tools, yeah, 20-station Cat 40 tool changer. Now we go in complete contrast to that machine here. We move on to the VMX 60 SRTI. Has to be one of my favourites, in fact. If you're looking at complete flexibility and versatility with 5-axis machining, we've got a tilting head, we've got an integrated turning table here, so you can attack all faces of a component, or in fact all faces bar one, which is the base. A nice neat tool changer here which moves backwards and forwards out of the machining cycle to keep it out of the way of the machining area. WinMax twin screen control, but again, I have to say this is my favourite. Moving on, the VMX 42i. This is probably the most popular selling Hurco machining centre around the world. It's a straightforward 3-axis machine, but it can come with a 4th-axis unit, and you can have various options with it through spindle, coolant, and so forth. So 3-axis machining centre. Moving on one more, we go to the VMX 30M. I should have said about the 42i, that's a tool maker's machine, or for hard materials, harder machining materials, that's where that machine sits. This would be a common size machining centre. The VMX 30i or MI is a straightforward 3-axis machine, again with the WinMax control. Onto the smallest lathe in the Hurco range. This is a TM6, 6/8-inch chuck machine, 50mm-ish bar capacity. If I just look at the bar, 45mm, so a very compact machine. If you're doing small components, you can have this machine as a 2-axis machine, or you can go for 3-axis as well. So if you're looking for driven tools to do to milling flats. So that's the TM6. Moving down to the right-hand side of the showroom, we then go on to another 5-axis machine. This is the VMX 30 UI, and this machine has 762 by 508mm capacity X and Y. It comes with a BT40 spindle and 12,000 RPM. A little bit bigger than the VM10U that we looked at earlier, but so it's going that next step up. If you've got a bit more space, or you're looking for a little bit more capacity, the VMX 30U could be the machine. Onto the final machine in the showroom, we look at the TM12. This is one of the largest Hurco lathes. You've got a 12-inch chuck, you've got a longer turning length. So if you are doing more chucking work of larger components, the TM12 fits nicely after the TM8 and the TM10. So there we've pretty much covered every machine in the showroom. This has been our Hurco showroom snapshot. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to look at the machines in more detail, visit mtdcnc.com or talk to Hurco direct.
For more videos, products and news, go to mtdcnc.com or follow MTD Online on Twitter.